Got her locked? What? Oh shit. What?
What are you doing? What is this? Hey, what do you do here? Where'd you get this?
Santa.
He's magical. That was the real reason you wanted to come here, huh?
Yep. Alright, so this is my girlfriend's 2009 Subaru Impreza 2.5i. It's basically all stock, but I got her some exhaust for Christmas, so we're gonna do some before and after videos of what it sounds like. Here's what the exhaust looks like now compared to what we're gonna have when we're done. So here's the before. So there's the flange. We're gonna unbolt it right there. There's a pretty crusty looking donut in there. Sorry, the light's a little too bright. We got a new donut for that, so we're gonna scrape the old one off, and then the springs will hold new tension on there and keep it sealed up nice. We've done a couple heat shield repairs, typical Subaru stuff. Stock header, as you can see. Stock converters, still both in there. So yeah, we're gonna disconnect it here. We're gonna remove this mid muffler type resonator. And then this is gonna go under the axle next to the diff there, and then it comes back here to the muffler. Main reason she was interested in doing an exhaust soon was because this was kind of getting to the point where it's pretty rotten, and a lot of them start leaking there. So let's hope that all these mounts on this new muffler, there's Subaru official, are gonna line up, and everything should come out the factory cutout and the bumper for the tailpipe. Here's the new exhaust. You can tell the diameter of the pipe's actually a lot bigger. Got some stainless steel mounts, and it looks like this gasket here might be a little bit seen its better days, but we're gonna try it and see if it seals up. If it doesn't, we can always get it at a parts store. This is the muffler over here. This is actually a Subaru Performance team or something like that. Exhaust's got a nice big pipe. That's kind of why I wanted to go with the Subaru exhaust instead of doing a custom, just like an exhaust shop custom build, because I wanted the nice deep sound out of the Subaru that they all have and they're known for. So this is the brand, obviously SPT, Subaru Performance Team or something along those lines, but looked like a really good exhaust setup, and it was very slightly used, like 2,000 miles, and the guy took it off and sold the car. So we got a super good deal on it compared to what it goes for retail, and we got one new donut here that we're going to install there where that main seal is, where the pipe connects to the converter. So we're going to give this a couple before and after shots and start putting this new one on, see how it sounds. Alright, so this is a stock motor. We're just going to show you under the hood here. The stock airbox, everything's stock. Sorry the car's dirty, but it's going to get a bath as soon as we get this exhaust on here. So, stock airbox, stock air in the tubing, a couple muffler there, nice and quiet intake, or whatever. Maybe it makes some better torque, I don't know. Anyways, this is the back of the car. Here's a stock tailpipe. As you can see, it's the stock muffler still on there. We're going to do a couple revs and see what it sounds like. Totally stock. This is a sample of idle. Babe alert. So being a Minnesota car, extra crusty on these bolts and rusty. We're gonna try to see if we can get these babies loose. Good thing the new exhaust came with new bolts, because I don't even want to reuse these, they're so rotten. But yeah, that's our first thing here, is see if we can get those loose. And then we're gonna come back here, and there should be an exhaust mount right there. We're gonna pop that loose, and then back here it's all exhaust mounts too. We're gonna take this down to one piece versus two, the way we're gonna bolt it in. So yep, we're gonna get all these loose. I'll show you a couple tricks to pop those off easy, and then we got to work on these crusty beasts right here. So that's our first objective. Crusty. Got her. We got these crusty bolts out of here. They basically snapped off, which I'm happy for that because I did not want to sit there and crank through them rusty threads. But yeah, so we got that off. Now we're gonna actually disconnect the pipe here. Grab a tool for that, make it a little easier. Oh, there we go. Popped right loose. Perfect. All right, now we're gonna take some of these hangers out in the back here. We'll leave this one here actually first, and then we'll get some of these back ones. I'll show you guys a couple tricks to these before I start popping them off. Right here. So back up a little bit. Okay. So what I do is I use okay, so I just use a little bit of brake cleaner on these. I just want to get some coverage. Get it right off just like that. Okay, and there's two more mounts right here. I'm gonna try to get these off too. Fold that down so it'll come out. Just like that. Put a little squirt on this one. Brake cleaner seems to find its way around there pretty well. Get inside there, so. Alright, now we got one mount left. Slide over here quick. It's right there. It's gonna be a little sketchy, just kind of holding this thing up by my hand and popping it off at the same time, but it should be okay. There we go. Alright. Now it's loose. We just gotta kick the jack down here. And we're out. Now we're gonna take these rubber mounts off right here. We're gonna swap these over onto the new muffler. And then we slide it up, everything will just hook right on and be nice and smooth. Alright, so these come off pretty simple. You just twist them, slide right off. This one's got a little bit of a lip on it, so I might have to kind of fight it a little bit, but it should still slide over. Pops right off, simple as that. Pop these mounts onto this new exhaust. Just kind of wiggle them on there. Could use some brake cleaner if you're having a hard time, but pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple. Just keep twisting them until they pop on there. Make sure you point them in the direction up so they're kind of lined up with the mounts they're going to grab onto on the vehicle. And then there you go. We'll slide this one more mount onto the downpipe, and then we should be good to go. Perfect. Now we're going to throw this downpipe up. And then we're going to clean up the gasket surfaces on here, obviously, and then we're going to throw this downpipe up, and then we'll put the muffler up secondary. Alright, so we're going to scrape this old gasket off. This is a Walker exhaust part, number 31639. That should be the correct gasket to pop up here to replace this old one if yours is pretty worn out. I mean, I could probably put this on and it would be okay, but I don't know. My girlfriend's kind of a babe. I don't want it leaking, so I'm going to put a new one up there. Try to wear safety glasses when you do this. Just knock this chunk of this shitty old gasket out of here. There we go, we're making some headways now. there. So, like I said, you don't want to sound like you just like made your car have an exhaust leak. You want to actually sound like you put some exhaust on it. Probably change this gasket out. That's beautiful. We're doing it. And it looks like it's going to fit on there. So, and you can see here, it's made to hold the donut on. There's a couple tabs that they put on there so it'll hold it in place for you. Boom. That's beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to clean out these holes because they look a little bit like rusty, crusty. So I'm going to blow those out the carbide bit, and then it should make the other bolt slide through nicely. These things really throw a lot of metal shavings. That looks beautiful, look at that. Compared to that. Very nice. Alright, I'm gonna do this one too. So here's the down pipe. We're gonna throw that up there. Basically just come up here by the hanger. Let's just get the hanger on first if I can. And then bolt it in position from there. Just kinda, sorry my hand was in the way. Just kinda work these rubbers on there. Like I said, if you need to use the brake cleaner, it'll slide on like butter. I don't want it to slide off right now because that's all it's hanging on. So I'm going to do this quick. And then I'm going to throw this up here and bolt it up. So you want to get the nut started on the front of the flange towards the engine. So you want bolt, spring through the flange, tighten the nuts. Simple as that. Do is just snug these down. They're going to bottom out anyways, and the spring's going to hold the tension, but there it's tight. You don't need to keep cranking it like lug nuts. It's just going to hold it there. So there you go. That's in place. Oh, that's a bolt in the end away. I don't like that at all. Tradition goes, you always got to start it with the muffler off just to see what it sounds like. That'll piss somebody off. Hopefully that muffler quiets her down a little bit. Alright, now we're going to throw this towel down so we don't scratch this beautiful muffler. And then throw it on this transmission jack, pump it up in here, and put it where it belongs. Hopefully it'll tame down some of that sound, because I mean, it sounds cool and all, but damn, that's loud. Let the hoist down a little bit.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Shoot, I thought it was perfect.
Alright, gonna using these muscles so they're relaxed. In the midpoint of there. Bracket. And then we're gonna pop this exhaust together here. Put a couple bolts in that. Make sure you use a split washer or a lock washer so that it doesn't come loose on you from all those good vibrations. Another split lock washer. Literally tighten this down and we're done. These don't have to be tanked like lug nuts either. You got a split lock washer on this. You just want to snug it down. And the washer will do the rest of the work for you. I mean, you want to get it snug, but you don't want to get over cranking it like you're pulling threads on the bolt. You just want to seal it up, make it seal. Just snug it up. Good to go. Alright, here's the babe herself. She's going to test it out. 2009 Subaru Impreza 2.5i SPT Subaru Performance Team exhaust. Let's see what it sounds like. Oh, that's pretty quiet. Definitely got some nice and quiet at idle. Sounds good. So as you can see, the exhaust sounded a lot better after we took it down the road for a couple miles, and it kind of warmed up the whole, probably the whole pipe, the converters, and then the exhaust going up to the muffler, and then obviously the muffler itself. And it sounded a lot deeper and throatier than when we initially started it cold. I think that if you were going for more of the rumbly sound lower, you could put bigger diameter pipe on even more. But as she's been driving this thing over the past couple weeks, it's been getting louder and louder and louder, more or less breaking in, but not necessarily louder, but a deep tone to it, if that makes sense. And it sounds pretty Subaru-y. It sounds nice in the car, but yeah, it's not at the point where it's just blasting loud, straight piped exhaust, and it has a nice tone to it. So if this is something you're interested in, it has a nice subtle tone that you're probably not going to get pulled over for. And even if you are rotting on it pretty hard. This video, subscribe for more stuff like this. I do car repairs, all kinds of stuff that are just ways to make life easier or save some money doing something this way or that way yourself. If anything like that interests you, definitely follow the page, and you'll see more cool, interesting stuff as I make more and more videos. Appreciate you watching. Have a good day. Thanks. Don't forget to subscribe and like.